Good morning. My name is Evelyn. I'm here at the last day of the meeting show in London, and I welcome here next to me Majbritt from Denmark, and she works with PlayMyDay. Hi, good morning,
Good
Majbritt.
morning. Nice to be here.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Can you please explain me who you are a little bit and what were you doing here at the meeting show?
Well, I'm here at the meeting show. I come from Denmark. I'm here at the meeting show talking about playful learning and how to make learning an experience. The reason why I'm invited is perhaps I have a different view on learning, because most often the way that people look at learning is about putting a lot of information into your head, and one of my methodologies is taking the information out of your head and sharing it. The second reason I'm here is because we got funding from the Innovation Board in Denmark, because they wanted to figure out how we can make meetings more engaging and with a clear learning outcome.
Okay.
So I was speaking about that yesterday and the day before.
Okay, and how was the reaction of the meeting planners on the topic?
Well, everybody agrees that learning is one of the reasons why they come to conferences and meetings. You know, there's learning and there's, the education and networking. They all agree on that. But everybody agrees that once they get back to their seats or the desks on a Monday morning, actually one person said, I said, is it gone by Friday? She said, no, it's gone by lunchtime. Because they forget, because they get distracted by something else. And actually what they said is that the one thing that they took away is the thinking about what do they want to learn? Do they have a specific skill that they want to improve?
And how do you help them to define that strategy on what they want to learn and how they want to do it?
What our research, in our research, what we found out is that people really want to learn. It's a desire, but they don't have a goal towards it. They just come and they think that learning comes, and it kind of stays in your head, but it doesn't. So by focusing on how you can get the knowledge out, engaging people, hence my name, PlayMyDay. It's about making it playful. So most often people have a really fixed mindset when it comes to learning. They don't want to learn something new if it's difficult, because they're afraid of not looking smart. Because like yesterday, a lot of them were saying, well, my colleagues are there, my business, the people that I do business with, I don't want to put up my hand and look stupid. And I said to them, do you know what? What we can do is that we can find the right motivation for you to learn, but also you have to have focus on what's your strategy and what's your focus. And that's what we do at conferences. We not only do before learning, we call it the common thread. You got to motivate people so they know why they're coming. You got to engage them, and they got to engage with each other. They got to share the peer-to-peer learning, but also post-learning. What I gave yesterday the participants is a possibility that they wrote down a learning goal, which they did, and I'm going to motivate them on that goal in the next 4 weeks.
Okay, and how can you gonna do that?
Well, they wrote down their goal, and they wrote exactly what the skill is that they wanted to improve, and I'm going to send them an email where I'm going to engage in, what kind of strategy can you do to get to that, to get to your goal.
Okay, yeah, I'm sad that I missed your session.
Well, I'm sure you'll have another chance. Do you know what? After that, you could tell me what would you like to learn when we're talking about. We can talk about that.
Okay, good. And have they played with something during your session as well?
Yeah, what we did is that we had a lot of interactive tools. I have a little ball that I throw at them, and one of the reasons why I do it is I look at them, we get engaged, and I throw it, and I get permission to speak. And they kind of throwing it at each other, because then they were the facilitating, because that's what I love. It's about people. It's about the human interaction. Because when people get engaged and they attach emotions to it, it's like learning. It's not a bunch of information. It's about connecting it also with a memory or a past experience. My session yesterday was called Create Great Learning Experiences. So what we've done is that we've connected the common thread that our customers can follow, so they actually have a strategy pre, during, and after.
Okay. And what kind of clients do you work for?
Well, what we do is that I've worked for a lot of publishing houses, Disney, Egmont, Novo, which is a big Danish company, and I work for a lot of hotels. That when what we did in connection with the research, we made a meeting box and a learning box so people could have some tools. So the hotels have bought these meeting boxes
Okay.
so they can actually enhance the learning at the hotels where people are having their conference.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a facilitator. The box itself kind of facilitates itself because you get boxes. It's a black box. It's sleek. It's a box. It's a cube. It's not Lego, it's not fancy. You can put it in a box and it's black and you can bring it out.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of playfulness in a meeting that often has a serious outcome. And so it's not only about having a plan, but you also know that sometimes when you come up, you have to do a brainstorming session and you have to come up with one idea. Well, the one idea is that's top of your mind. What we got to do when learning comes is also getting back of your mind and engaging and putting knowledge onto each other, because that's how you build and that's how you make your ideas work. So it's not only a single idea, but it actually has the focus from other people and it has the knowledge.
Okay.
So the one thing that the hotels have found out is that they get a lot of from knowing to doing, because people have a lot of good ideas, but implement them, the learning process is difficult.
And are there any Lego blocks in your black box?
No. They have those already. So I decided, they have those already. But it could be perhaps for the next one.
Yes, okay. Good. Anything you want to maybe give away to the people watching our interview here today?
Well, the three most efficient strategies in terms of learning is that what not only we've learned, Dr. Samuel West and I, but also what science shows is that, like I said in the beginning, not focus on what you put in, but take it out, embed it to a memory, a feeling. Also, what you got to do is that you got to space out your learning. Like I spoke about previous, you motivate them and you do it in blocks. Like I said, the 4 weeks after, your memory has a front door. That's where the information gets in. It stays in there for a little while. And then it has a back door. It goes out if you don't consolidate the memory. So you got to remind yourself and asking how can you do that? And this is where it gets kind of boring, because testing is really, really efficient. And we are not talking about testing where you're first and I'm bad. It's about low-stake testing, about figuring out what your strengths are. And not only strengths, but also where the points are where you're not so good at, because that's where you want to learn. And what we do is also that we send people the quizzes after 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks again. And what happens if they have the quiz? Actually, they remember it. So they consolidate the back door. So the memory, it actually sticks in your head.
Okay, nice.
So if people should take something from the session today, it would be focus. Think about what you want to learn, but also thinking of your memory is something that can expand. It's lazy, but put it in the front door, keeping it in, and also making sure it still comes in out of the back door.
I look forward to playing with you in the next session. Thank you so much, Majbritt.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.